Hey, 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 people. Ho, ho, ho. It's December, and it's time to join Comedy Central for 31 more days of being home for the holidays, hosted by Roy Wood Jr. Comedy Central's playing all your favorite movies, including Step Brothers, Wedding Crashers, We're the Millers, 50 First Dates, and more. Plus, don't miss marathons of South Park, The Office, and Schitt's Creek. So pour yourself a frothy cup of nog and get cozy, because who are we kidding? You're not leaving the house, let alone the couch. It's 31 more days of being home for the holidays all month long on Comedy Central. Ho, ho, fucking ho. Let's do the show. Hoes.
Lock the gate!
All right, let's do this. How are you, what the fuckers? What the fuck buddies? What the fuckadelics? What's happening? Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Happy the things. Hey, have a good thing. Have a good thing, you guys. Open the things. I'm doing nothing for Christmas. Zero. The only thing I remembered about Christmas, generally speaking, this time of year in the past was that everything quieted down and it felt a little desolate and lonely. Well, guess what? It's been almost a fucking year of that, so no difference, really, from where I'm sitting. I'll probably eat some bad things. That's what. Enjoy the bad things you put in your face. Merry Christmas. I hope you get a nice present. Look, I don't want to be edgy. How's it going, man? I hope you're doing okay. I don't think that I express, perhaps, enough gratitude to you folks, to the people that listen, to the people that reach out to me. I want to do that now. I want to do it right now. Okay, I want to tell you that how deeply, and I'm serious, I appreciate all the emails that have been sent to me in light of what I've been through this year. All the emails that state how much what I do makes a difference in people's lives. I want to thank you for the presents, for the cards, for everything. I swear to fucking God, people. The God I don't believe in. I swear to fucking Santa. He's not real either. I swear to fucking Satan. Well, that might... He knows where I live. But I'm tremendously grateful to all of you for being in my life and for reaching out to me in my time of profound sadness, and for, listening to this show on this Christmas Eve. And I really don't think I could have made it without you. I came here first. I've been here all along. Brendan and I have been making new shows twice a week for over a decade. And there was no stopping it, no matter what I was going through, because in my time of need and pain, shame, panic, whatever it is, in my time of whatever I'm going through this year, like many of you, fear, panic, grief, sadness, I came here. This is where I come. I come to this place. To me, this is a safe place. To me, this is my space. This is how I connect with myself and with others. I find my way to me through you. Not tremendously healthy, maybe a bit codependent, perhaps a tad narcissistic, I don't know. But this is where I express my truth and struggle with it. And you guys bear witness, and I think much of the time it's entertaining. It's whatever it is to you. Connects. I just want to thank you in this holiday season for being there for me, you listeners. I feel like I should read a Whitman poem now. But I'm serious. Happy holidays. Be careful. I'm very happy today on the show. I have a fellow comedian, a guy I didn't know. I didn't know at all. I had never met, really. Our paths didn't cross. He's a younger man than I. But I was sort of turned on to him because a couple of people that I know and respect, Stanhope and Kreischer, were sort of like, someone was edging me on to read this guy's book. Sam Tallent is the fella's name. He's a Denver comedian who wrote a real book, a novel, called Running the Light, about a comic. But I think the reason I like this book, and I'll tell you about it, is that his guy, the guy he invented, Billy Ray Schaefer, was a road comic. He was a road comic. I'll speak to him as if he's real. And this is the guy that Sam Tallent invented in his book, Running the Light, that he self-published, which I'll talk to him about. But this is a guy familiar to us comics who started out in the system as it was established back in the day. There was a time before alt comedy and before everything broke apart into boutique content providing portals where everybody could build their own audience from 3 to thousands. There was a time where you paid your dues a certain way. And I've talked about this. You guys have heard this. You know, you came up through the clubs. You did your open mics. You did your opening spots. You did your feature spots. You did your road work as a feature, as an opener, and then as a headliner, A room, B room, new headliner, old headliner. That was the system. And then you did the road. And this guy that Sam created, Billy Ray Schaefer, is a road comic. A road comic that had his moment and then drifted into oblivion of his own making and of the business. But always had, you know, a glimmer of respect. And it was a mythic presence in the stories of younger comics and other comics. The guy that did the crazy shit. The guy that was out of control. The guy that was always sort of like, did you hear about what fucking Billy Ray did? I thought that was John Fox. No, it was Billy Ray. I thought that was Ollie Joe Prater. No, it was Billy Ray. Wasn't that Teddy Bergeron? No, it was Billy Ray. I thought that was Frankie Bastille. Nope, it was Billy Ray. Was that Doug Stanhope? No, man, I'm telling you. That happened to Billy Ray Schaefer. He invented that guy. The guy who's out there doing the shitty one-nighters, doing the weekends at dead clubs, doing the drugs, doing the booze, breaking himself down. And as a protagonist, I was moved by the authenticity of it, that thankfully it was a road, that it was a path I didn't take. You don't usually choose that path, it chooses you. You don't know which path you're going to be dragged down once the fucking door shuts behind you, leading to things that you could have done with your life. You don't know what's going to be dragging you or how you're going to be dragged. This is a book about that. This is a book about stand-up comedy in the realest sense. Post-1980 stand-up comedy, the time when we all came up. I came up in the old style, in the clubs. Alt comedy happened while I was in the middle of my self-crushing behavior, and, you know, it became an outlet. But many of us started out in the old system. And many of us knew a guy like the guy that Sam Tallent invented. Many of us were that guy for a while. A few guys my age anyway. But it was always a cautionary tale because we'd see them. Like, dude, where you been? What the fuck happened to you? We'd see them. You see them now. The living, breathing cautionary tales where you don't even want to ask too many questions. What's up, man? Still alive, huh? Still alive. That used to be the answer the drug warriors had back in the day when I started in the 80s. How's it going, man? Still alive, brother. It was almost expected that we push it. A lot of people didn't survive. But I found the book to be a beautiful rendering of a dark reality of our profession, of our craft. Some call it an art. Of our hustle. Of our place in the entertainment business. So I asked Sam if he wanted to do the show. Not only did he want to do the show, he wanted to travel to do it. So we both kind of decided, okay, let's do it. He's a compulsive tester, married to a doctor. I get tested every week or so. I think we had both had tests within the last couple days of doing this. And we sat down and did it old style, man. We did it old style. But it felt familiar to me. You know how it is when I talk to comics. And we were talking about a comic that he invented that I knew, that we all know of my generation. We all know this guy. We all know the Billy Ray Schaefers. We know them by name, man. Everyone wants to keep their home and family safe, people, whether it's from a break-in, a fire, flooding, or a medical emergency. Simply Safe Home Security delivers award-winning 24/7 protection. With Simply Safe, you don't just get an arsenal of cameras and sensors, you get the best professional monitors in the business. They've got your back day and night, ready to send emergency responders when you need them most, straight to your door. And the thing we like most about Simply Safe, it's super easy. You can get Simply Safe up yourself in about 30 minutes. Then Simply Safe's professionals take over, monitoring your home around the clock and ready to send help the moment there's an alarm. Plus, there's no long-term contract, no hidden fees or installation costs. Right now, our listeners get a free home security camera when you purchase a Simply Safe system at simplysafe.com/WTF. You also get a 60-day risk-free trial, so there's nothing to lose. Visit simplysafe.com/WTF for your free security camera today. That's simplisafe.com/WTF. simplisafe.com/WTF. So Sam Tallent is here. He came over, man. He came over. And I loved it. I love the book. Because I know the guy. I know the guy in that book. I've spent time with that guy in a lot of different forms. I've met that guy in several different versions. You know? The book is called Running the Light. It's available now at Sam Tallent. It's talent with 2 L's. TALLENT.com. SamTallent.com. I did read a chapter for his audiobook of this undertaking, and I got to meet him and talk to him because he came over. And we're clean. We're both clean, man. Clean of the bug. This is me and Sam Tallent. So, buddy, I appreciate you driving all the way out here. It was a pretty, that's commitment, man.
Yeah, dude, well, I don't know. You don't want to Zoom WTF. That would have been a dumb move. And, like, a lot of my friends have been here, so I was like, well, I'm going to go do that. It's like a pilgrimage, honestly, dude. Your podcast is, like, seminal, you know?
Oh, thank you.
And I'm not blowing smoke. Like, I remember being very, very destitute and afraid from doing stand-up.
Yeah.
And then, like, going home to my very bad apartment.
In Denver?
Yeah, in Denver, right there in the Queen City.
Yeah.
And, like, listening to your interviews with... I've listened to your interview with Norm.
Yeah.
Maybe 100 times. It was all that was on my phone at one point. Your interview with Norm and your interview with Killer Bees were all that was on my phone once.
You better, what is it?
Better save up, man.
Better save up, man.
Yeah. Yeah, Bees is the man. He's an animal.
He was something, man. And I was so thrilled. It was one of those things being the guy that came up, you know, during that time. You know, when I came up, you know, you'd go down south and you'd see his pictures, his dumb pictures.
Yeah.
Killer Bees, right? And you'd be like, who the fuck is that guy?
Mm-hmm.
No idea. And I don't really know that I knew who he was when I interviewed him, other than I knew he was a guy.
I don't know if he knows himself, man.
Yeah, that's true.
He's pretty deep in it.
But how is it that I never met you? Did we meet?
We've never met, no.
Isn't that weird?
I don't think so, because by the time I was like, I mean, in a position to maybe open for you, you were already doing theaters.
Is that true?
That's true.
So how long you been doing it?
I started in like 2005 doing improv classes, and then did stand-up, and then took like a strange sabbatical to a commune in Ithaca, New York.
Huh. What happened? How'd you hit the wall? What caused that?
College, man. I was not one for higher education, and my best friend moved to Ithaca. So we were in a band together, and I was like, well, I'm not doing anything worthwhile here, so I'll just go up there and we'll live in this weird anarchist commune and like share a closet. And they had an abattoir out back that we could practice in at all times. So we just dove into the band real hard.
An anarchist commune, is that a lot of, like, there was a lot of piercings?
There's a lot of signing your rent check in blood, like hypocrite on the memo line.
Oh, okay.
That kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It was pretty much one old horny dude who wanted to bang everyone.
Right.
Didn't matter. And then he had a house somehow.
So there was a plan? There was a guy?
There was a guy, yeah. Bob Wolf Young 2.
Bob Wolf Young 2.
Yeah, his first name was Bob Wolf. Yeah. And his last name was like Carl Young, but with a 2, the number 2 was legally in his name somehow.
And this guy somehow convinced how many people?
Well, I mean, it fluctuated. There was probably
coming in and going out.